curious minds, welcome back to this channel, your go-to spot for uncovering hidden gems and mind-blowing facts about some of the most beautiful places around the world. Today we are diving into a South Indian city with a perfect blend of royalty, culture and scenic beauty. Yes, you guessed it right, it's Mysore. But hold on, Mysore is much more than just palaces and festivals. Did you know that Mysore was one of the first planned cities in Asia? Well, yes. Or it's home to India's oldest zoo? Well, stick around because we are about to reveal some surprising facts that you might have never heard before about this enchanting city. Keep watching this video from start to end and we'll uncover the hidden facts about Mysore that very few people know about. And don't miss number 10. Let's start. A royal legacy. 500 years under the Wadiyars. The first one on this list is about the royal legacy. Imagine a kingdom where royalty reigns for over 500 years. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? Well, yes, Mysore is that kingdom that was ruled by the Wadiyar dynasty for over 500 years. It's one of the few royal families in India to have governed for such a long time. So, they weren't just rulers, but visionaries who turned Mysore into the cultural powerhouse it is today. So, can you imagine the layers of history waiting to be uncovered here? The famous Mysore Dasara, a 400 years of celebration. On number 2, there is a grand festival that has been celebrated for over 400 years. Did you know that the Mysore Dasara festival dates back to the reign of the Wadiyar dynasty in 1610? Yes, it is a 400-year-old celebration that attracts thousands of tourists from across the world. But what makes it so special? Well, it is the history and traditions that still continue today. Yes, the same grandeur, the 1 lakh lights, the grand procession or the Jambu Savari is still prevalent in this festival. And that's the beauty of the Mysore Dasara. So, are you ready to witness the magic of Mysore Dasara for yourself? The Mysore Palace, a majestic phoenix risen from the ashes. Now here is something you might not know. What if I told you that the stunning Mysore Palace isn't the original one? Sounds weird, right? Well, the one standing today rose from the ashes. In 1897, the original Mysore Palace was tragically destroyed by fire as it was earlier built with the woods. So what stands today is a magnificent blend of Gothic, Hindu and Rajput architecture, rebuilt on the same site. And above all, the most interesting fact is that the Mysore Palace is actually more visited than even the Taj Mahal. Yes, that's right. So do you want to witness this historical symbol that attracts millions of people every year? Karanji Lake, a nature lover's dream. Now let's move to another fact. Are you someone who finds peace in nature? Everybody wants, isn't it? Well then let's take a stroll through one of India's largest walk-through aviaries, Karanji Lake. Imagine being surrounded by fluttering birds walking through an aviary with a gorgeous backdrop of the Chamundi Hills. Yes, that's Karanji Lake for you. It acts as a nature lover's paradise, perfect for bird watchers and anyone seeking tranquility. So, do you really want to experience the ultimate tranquility in the middle of India's largest walk-through aviaries? Let us know in the comments below. Mysore Sandalwood story. From necessity to a global icon. Moving over to the fifth fact. Have you ever wondered why Mysore is synonymous with sandalwood? Well, there must be some valid reason behind this, right? So, to find this, we have to go back to a time when sandalwood became more than just a fragrant wood. It became a symbol of innovation. Yes, the whole story starts during the First World War, when sandalwood exports were halted. And due to this, Mysore's Maharaja saw an opportunity to enter into this business. Then comes the iconic Mysore Sandal Soap, which was born out of necessity. And from there, it has gained significant popularity throughout the whole world. Today, Mysore's sandalwood products are world famous. So when you visit, make sure to grab some authentic sandalwood because nothing defines Mysore quite like it. Mysore's secret weapon, birthplace of modern rocketry. The next fact is about rocket science. Did you know Mysore played a pioneering role in the modern rocket science? Yes, believe it or not, this city has some serious firepower. In the 1780s, Mysore became the birthplace of metal cylinder rockets designed by Tipu Sultan and Hyder Ali. And the most interesting fact is that these rockets were so advanced that the British adopted them for their own military. Imagine that before the modern warfare even existed, Mysore invented advanced military-grade rockets in their land. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is definitely true. Mysore Pak, a sweet gift from the royal kitchens. The next one is about a royal gift to the whole world of desserts. Yes, it is the mouth-watering Mysore Pak. Years back in the early 20th century, this delicious treat was created in the royal kitchen. This melt-in-your-mouth delicacy, made from ghee, sugar and gram flour, is truly fit for royalty. But today, it appears as Mysore's culinary heritage that you simply cannot ignore while visiting this historical town. So, are you excited to bite this famous Mysore Pak to experience Mysore's royal history wrapped in sweetness? Or have you tasted it already? Let us know in the comments. Ancient Knowledge Unlocked, the Oriental Research Institute. Now let's move to the next fact. It is about one of the oldest libraries in India, the Oriental Research Institute. Yes, this institution holds over 50,000 ancient palm leaf manuscripts, some dating back to hundreds of years. Just incredible, right? Now just imagine the amount of knowledge it holds on these delicate palm leaves. So, it is a perfect spot for scholars and history enthusiasts to explore the ancient Indian texts and history. Mysore's tech rise, from palaces to programming powerhouse. The next one is about something cool for tech lovers. Yes, Mysore is the second largest software exporter in Karnataka, right after Bengaluru. Some tech giants like Infosys and Wipro are setting up their tech shops here and innovating new technology to make a significant contribution to the whole world. Over the years, the city has seamlessly transitioned from a royal seat of power to a modern IT hub, proving that it can balance its historic roots with futuristic ambitions. So, isn't it a perfect example of tradition meeting technology? Let us know in the comments. St. Philomena's Church, the tallest cathedral in Asia. Let's move now to an amazing fact. It is about St. Philomena's Church in Mysore. Yes, but have you ever wondered what makes this cathedral so special? Why do thousands of visitors flock here every year, not just for religious purposes, but also to witness its grandeur? Well, the answer lies in its architecture. If you've ever been to Germany or heard of the famous Cologne Cathedral, you'll notice striking similarities with this cathedral. St. Philomena's Cathedral draws direct inspiration from the neo-Gothic masterpiece of Germany, from its towering twin spires, which rise to 175 feet, that is 53 meters, into the sky, to its beautifully designed cross-shaped structure, making it one of the tallest churches in all of Asia. So, if you ever find yourself in Mysore, make sure to step into this cathedral as it is a beautiful reminder of Mysore's architectural diversity. Mysore's Digital Revolution, India's first Wi-Fi city. Now it's time to introduce you to another surprising fact. Do you know that Mysore was the first city in India to get a Wi-Fi enabled public space back in 2010? You heard it right. Before most of India even knew what free public Wi-Fi was, Mysore was already on top of the game. This leap into the digital age shows Mysore's forward-thinking mindset, even as it stays rooted in its rich traditions. The Mysore Railway Museum, the golden age of trains at the Mysore Railway Museum. The next one is about showcasing the golden age of Indian Railways. Yes, the Mysore Railway Museum is one of the oldest railway museums in India, showcasing vintage locomotives and carriages. Well, with its impressive collections of steam engines, coaches and even Royal Salon cars, this museum is a delightful journey through India's railway heritage. So, do you want to witness the transformation and innovation over the years in our Indian railways? Mysore Akashvani radio station, India's first private radio station. Let's jump to another interesting fact. It is about the private radio broadcast. Yes. Do you know that on September 10th, 1935, something extraordinary began in Mysore? Well, it was the time when the dream of bringing voices, music and news through the airwaves became a reality. The radio station's first broadcast featured a performance by the legendary Carnatic musician Mysore Vasudevacharya, accompanied by H.V. Ramarao on violin and Venkatesh Devar on mridangam. Though it started as a private initiative, the Mysore Maharaja took over the station in 1942, realizing the power of this new medium. And a few years later, on 1st April 1950, Mysore Akashvani became a part of the All India Radio Network. Mysore, one of the cleanest cities in India. The next one is about the inspirational fact that the people of Mysore take pride in their city. Do you know why? Because Mysore possesses the fame of being one of the cleanest cities in India. Yes, that's right. Mysore has earned this prestigious title multiple times, making it a city where beauty meets cleanliness. What exactly makes Mysore one of the cleanest cities in India? Well, it is no accident. It is a result of careful planning, active civic participation, and a strong commitment to environmental sustainability. For visitors, Mysore's cleanliness enhances the overall experience, making the city not only a visual treat but also a place where you can enjoy the fresh air, clean surroundings, and a sense of peace. So the next time you're in Mysore, don't just admire its majestic palaces and a cultural heritage, but also take a moment to appreciate how clean and green the city is. Mysore Zoo. Explore the wild side of Mysore. At last, there's one of the oldest zoos in Mysore. It is the Mysore Zoo. From majestic lions to playful primates and colorful birds, the variety here is incredible. But what makes Mysore Zoo stand out from the other zoos in India? Well, it is a natural and comfortable environment for over 168 species of animals and birds. It is a sanctuary for both animals and those who are passionate about nature. So, are you ready to explore this wildlife haven and discover its secrets? Now we've come here at the last stage of this video. Hope you enjoyed this video really well. From being home to India's oldest zoo and Asia's first planned city to play a crucial role in rocket science, Mysore is a city that's full of surprises. And if these fascinating facts have left you curious, then don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow travelers, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing facts and travel tips. Well, by the way, what fact about Mysore surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. We've got plenty more hidden gems and exciting facts coming your way. So, stay tuned. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.